大家好，我是色雷西，今天给大家带来 TVT2 兵营开局的流程教学。前面是纯流程演示，想要看职业选手实战视频，请跳转10分51秒。开局便评分农民，以及把第一个农民的集结点设置到主矿路口边缘处，准备造补给站。接着本流程用的是快气开，也就是造兵营之前造下气矿。
需要建造更多。
在有150斤体矿的情况下，造下第二个兵营。
任务艰巨，SCV 就绪。
兵营好了，立刻造死神以及主基地升级星轨，立刻在兵营旁边造补给站堵口。
指挥中心升级完毕。
如果对面的 SCV 来了，就立刻关门，免得被对手侦察到意图。造完补给站后 ，SCV 就去建造2基地。死神到对面家里侦察骚扰一下，或者留在家里防守都是可以的。接着造第2个气矿，以及造了3个死神之后，就转造枪兵，2个兵营各造1个枪兵。有100气就造1个重工厂。第2个兵营造完枪兵之后，就挂科技挂件。第1个兵营造完之后，挂双倍挂件。这里因为失误，死神也死掉了。不过也不亏，因为看到了对方家里全部东西，然后也杀了几个农民。但因为这只是流程演示，死神死掉了也不重要。如果是实战，你可以通过前面农民侦查来知道对手的打法，来选择是去对面家骚扰，还是留在家里防守。但主要也是因为我没想到专家电脑的流程这么奇葩。而这次之所以打专家电脑，是因为上次流程演示有观众反馈打简单电脑没有说服力，但是实战的时候，因为要根据对手打法随机应变，流程又不固定，而且后面又已经有了职业选手实战，真去实战一次又显得多余，所以这次就找了专家电脑来做流程演示的对象。这里注意，重工厂挂到兵营给的挂件之后，造1个导弹车。造完之后，新港也好了，就和重工厂互换。重工厂飞起后造1个双倍挂件，等着等会再次互换。而新港则是制造1个渡鸦，去对面家骚扰一下。记得不要卡人口了，导弹车也可以去对面家适当骚扰一下，或者留在家里防守对面的骚扰。兵营一直造枪兵就可以了，有100气可以升级兴奋剂。
需要建造更多的补给站。附属。
5分钟之前造下3矿。新港 场和重工厂互换挂件，互换后重工厂出坦克，新港出运输机。5分钟的时候造2个 BE 升攻房。然后剩下的就是暴兵骚扰补建筑开矿这些比较基本功的了。
The beauty of the streets, I finally found the beat. The sound of silence now is a beautiful dream. Ooh, the shades have gone away. I found my place to stay. 'Cause now I know that you will be here with me. Chain of light, guiding me through the darkest nights. Everything with you feels right. 'Cause tonight we fly, flying high like a satellite, guiding us through the darkest night. Everything with you feels right. And tonight we build a chain of light. We build a chain of lights. Let's build a chain of lights. We build a chain of light. We build a chain of light. Let's build a chain of light. Flying high like a chain of light, guiding me through the darkest night. Everything with you feels right. 'Cause tonight we fly, flying high like a satellite, guiding us through the darkest night. Everything with you feels right. And tonight we build a chain of lights. We build a chain of lights. Let's build a chain of lights.
高能瓦斯部，高能瓦斯部族。
SCV 就绪，紧随其后。来人了，救救我！
Raindrops on my
建
skin.
筑刚建成。
接下来的局势已经10拿9稳了，所以这里也就没有后续运营了。想要看更多，可以看接下来的职业选手对局。
Reflections in the rain. The sound of outbound trains.
高能瓦斯部族。
Try to find the place where I went astray. But every time I close my eyes, every time I need advice, it's you, it's you. No more hiding in disguise. You're showing me the colors of life. Now I can see clearly. And now I see the real me. Like a chain of lights, guiding me through the darkest nights. Everything with you feels right. 'Cause tonight of silence now. It's a beautiful day. Ooh, the shades have gone away. I found my place to stay. 'Cause now I know that you will be here with me. Like a chain of light, guiding me through the darkest nights. Everything with you feels right. 'Cause tonight we fly, flying high like a satellite.
这个是今年5月 Q2 对战 TY 的其中一场 Q2 用2兵营开局并且取得胜利的比賽。想看流程实战细节的观众可以多看看。
드래곤 피닉스 게이밍 큐어 김도.
It's kind of a weird background sound when the name comes down. They're like, you know what we need here? Someone, okay, yeah, no, call me on a bad phone connection and have a hairdryer going. That's it. That's what we needed.
Yes!
Oh, 2 barracks from Cure. Very cool. Very cool. 2 barracks Reaper is what this should end up being. I remember seeing this like a really long time ago. Like, I think you just gain an early advantage with this. Like, their Reaper, maybe their Reaper comes over and then you jump down. You're like, ha-ha, 2 Reapers! And then you kill it, and it's like, you can kind of control, maybe force a cancel on the command or something like that.
Yeah, let's see how the 2 builds interact with each other going into this.
That's what we do.
He's making an X, Hartosis. That's where the treasure's buried.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Now, these 2 players, I do think TY is still like a pretty clear favorite. But Cure, I really do feel, and I know this is something that's easy to say about many players, but I think it's more so true with him. He's improved every tournament. He's brought a little bit better play. He looks much more comfortable. Cure was a guy who was very dominant in a lot of online play, online ladder, online tournaments, but he's looking better and better in these GSLs.
Yeah.
I do feel like TY in some ways is like the ultimate StarCraft person.
Yeah.
You know, the ultimate opponent. I mean, he's had massive success at tournaments. He's been playing since he was as young as he can remember. He's very articulate about the game. He's casting it now here when he's not playing in the tournament. And if you just look at the way he handles the game, he knows how to prep. He seems to understand his race, his opponent's race, the map they're on, the matchup, the meta in general, but a lot of just how to counter exactly what they're going to do in their own prep, which is kind of terrifying.
Well, he's very smart. I think that is a natural course of things when you've been a pro gamer since you were like 12.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just kind of never stopped. It's like, well, the amount of information that you've absorbed at this point, this is really just the extension of your brain into the game through your hands.
Yeah.
You know? It's
He
like
just
both
knows
of your
how
hands,
RTS works.
Yeah, both of your
complete
hands
level.
are avatar tails, basically, and the keyboard and mouse are also avatar tails.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
I remember watching the Avatar movie in the theater, the part where they connected the tails. I just started laughing so hard. I'm like, of course they were going to do that.
Imagine the first gross Avatar aliens that connected their tails together tasteless.
Yeah, and they're like, I kind of like this. Do you like this?
By the way, this Reaper build didn't do very much. He made the Reapers, and TY just stayed in his base. So
Yeah.
TY has a quicker command and some quicker tech, but Cure trying to make up for that, going for a quicker third command.
Yeah, he'll try to balance this out by getting that set up there and then catching up economically. There's a slight lead here for TY, but nothing to write home about. We do have the Raven coming out a little bit earlier. Is this actually rallied towards the bottom?
Oh, I don't think so. I think it's just rallied to his natural.
Okay.
I'd be surprised if he sends it like directly over for harass.
Throws an auto turret down. Ha!
Maybe.
Nope, keeps it here.
Throws one down defensively here. I'm like, what? So second Raven on the way. Nothing too crazy going on, really. I mean, the fact that Cure opened 2 Barracks Reaper is interesting and neat. And I guess now TY kind of figures out, he's like, what are you doing with 3 Reapers there? But
Reapers are funny units because they don't have almost any utility past a certain point in the game.
Yeah, very little unless you're Bjorn.
Most units are not like that. You know, yeah, Bjorn was a guy who I think really showed how good you can be with Reapers. He just was so excellent at controlling them, but
Yeah.
they're strong, they're nimble, but they actually just can't hold a fight against most anything else.
Yeah, they definitely just don't fulfill that role.
But I guess that makes sense. I mean, if they were strong, like they were in the early days before they were patched, I mean, units that can toss grenades and jump up hills and heal, it's like, okay.
Those auto turrets got so
Yeah.
much damage while
That
he was chasing the Hellions.
And he's even going to get 9
Oh my
kills.
god, that's insane damage.
Now that's unfortunate because you're not, you know, when you cast this, you're just trading in mana for worker kills. It's not even like you had to, you know, send a Widow Mine in there and then you might have lost some medevac or the Widow Mine, but hey, at least you killed off some workers. And this is now, this is now forcing Cure to do something pretty drastic because otherwise Cure is just going to get further and further behind in this race. I mean, when you're in a macro game on 3 bases, you're both basically in a race.
Yeah.
And right now, TY's taking a massive lead. Now, this is spotted. Looks like Cure's going to try to come in here, and he does pick off the Raven. But, I mean, this sounds the alarms back at home. I mean, if I'm TY, I'm going to be ready to try to take this on in a fight.
I think you don't even mind. It's like, yeah, you lost a Raven, but now at least you know exactly where his army is and what he's trying to do. You know what's in his head.
Even losing the Raven had already paid for itself with that one, or I guess 2 auto turrets that were thrown down there at the natural. Slowing the 3rd down from landing there. I mean, TY's playing a very good game.
Yeah. And he's got his 3rd actually on position about the same time as Cure, even though Cure got his more quickly. His upgrades are not too far behind. His stim, obviously, very, very far behind, but that's all right because he's really been working on his Viking and tank count, which is more of a long-term play anyways. And with the amount of economic damage that he's done here, yeah, it seems to me like TY is just kind of ahead in all ways except for having stim completed.
Yeah. TY really just in control of this game. Now, it appears that Cure has decided this is going to be the moment if he can do something, it better be now. He's moving up towards 12 o'clock, and he seems intent on trying to push this 3rd base. Now, if he tries to do a drop, it's going to be caught by those Vikings. But I don't know that he can actually push in here. We'll see. The Raven is oftentimes used as a disabler on the tanks to allow you to encroach territory you'd otherwise, it would be impossible to do so in. But there's a sensor tower here. And so there we go. The tank's disabled. But auto turret's thrown down here to tank. And I don't know if that was the right move here. Now Cure's Marines can come in and do some damage of their own. But this is not territory-breaking attacks here.
Yeah.
He is in range of the CC, which means there's a clock on TY. He needs to figure out how to do something to stop this attack, but I guess a Liberator's going to be enough in that sense.
He's really got that air control right now. The attack from Cure not doing what he was really looking for, but it wasn't terrible. Looking at this situation right now, I guess Cure does have his 2-2 started first, which is nice. The Armory only now finishing up for TY, so he can continue onwards. But you know, Cure's caught up mostly in workers. He's got like slightly more army supply, but he should, based on what they've been making. TY again has gone for a longer term play with getting more Vikings and more tanks out more quickly.
So we have Cure now moving through the bottom. I don't know if there's any real pushable area here. I don't know if you know, but on this map, can you, from their natural, can you siege up on the other side there and still pelt any significant locations there? I guess you can get the gas, right?
Yeah, you can hit the gas. I don't know that you can hit a patch, though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like you might be able to, but it's not a bad idea if you could do that. But
yeah.
It does seem like if the game's fairly even, Terran will eventually just come over there and push you away from that as well. Now, TY is moving out with his 2 medevacs, and this is going to go around the push, the soon-to-be push here from Cure.
Yeah, this is really standard TY. Like, he really likes to just kind of tech up, have a good army, sit most of it at home, and then send a couple medevacs out. And then he's looking for damage while you're running around with most of your army. So, doesn't quite lose that medevac there, but is going to try to get some damage done on this 3rd.
Racing towards the 3rd now. He'll take out the sensor tower. There is, it's like 1 medevac, 2 medevacs here with the rest of this army. But immediately TY identifies that, picks up, and is going to look like he wanted to try to go into the main there, but then decides to go ahead and back up, realizing eventually there's not going to be any unpredictable moves in that sequence of trying to attack. So he backs up, and I think that's a smart move. He probably would have lost the medevacs had he gone in any further.
He got trapped, so he's got to get something done still. He drops a few Marines off at the third, drops everything else into the main base. And yeah, I mean, this isn't doing a whole lot right at the moment, but at least he tried to get something done with it.
So we have the 4th about to land over here. I like this push from TY. With the Vikings here, it's very hard to ever hold your ground. Wow, and he takes out 2 of those medevacs. Cheeto dusting the army. Yeah, but he can't push that any further, right? He's going to back up.
Yeah, like he still does have a Raven, but he is down a little bit, right? He's down 2 upgrades on the Marines, and he has far fewer Marines. He has to play a slightly slower, more positional game with his army.
So trying to edge in. We are probably going to have this push come in here at the top, I would imagine. I don't know what's over there to defend, though, at the third base.
That's all right.
Yeah, not bad. Not great, though.
Yeah.
2-2 finishes now. And I think that Kier might be getting into an advantageous position. I mean, he's going to take this out, right? And it seems like the long-term investments are beginning to pay off here for Kier. TY actually loses the CC, which is huge. Yeah, good move. Now, the main is almost mined out. We have seen games where you just swap the main command center for the third base there.
Wouldn't be surprised if he does something like that here. So TY down a little bit after that, but going to go ahead and flank this. Marines coming in from both sides, has his Vikings coming up as well to clear back some medevacs.
TY is coming out a little bit behind here, and now Kier's going to push in from the bottom. And if he can siege this up just in range without TY realizing it, that initial few splash shots are going to be huge. However, TY scans, good instinct there.
More command centers being made for Kier. He does have those 4 bases mining, same as TY, but TY lost 1. You can really see the difference in their styles here, Tasteless. 9 medevacs against 4, but there's 9 Vikings on TY's side. Kier is really trying to kind of maintain a bit of map control and keep that pressure on. Because that's how his medevacs are going to get used, right? Is being very mobile, running around, stimming, trying to get favorable engagements.
Oh,
but
wow,
TY, look at that. Just sieged up here. What a hard thing to engage. But look at this. TY actually pushing at the same time.
Wow, and with a planetary behind that, he kills the tanks and loses basically all of the infantry. And we're seeing losses on both sides here. But sieging up into siege mode and chipping away at that, I think we're getting closer and closer to a possible Kier victory if he can keep this up. 3-3 is done. Another real threat here. These tanks are close enough to both hit the CC and any SCVs behind that are repairing.
Oh, I love the Liberators coming out. The Planetary trying to get rid of those Marines.
Not in time.
Yeah, we'll run in with the Marines to make sure that he actually does get to push that back, keeps his Planetary alive. Okay, all is said and done after that. It looks like Kier is going to be up a decent SCV count right now. Similar army supplies. Of course, the upgrade's a bit ahead for Kier as well. TY going to be finishing up that +3 attack, which is the more important one, but the armor helps. If it's just Marine versus Marine, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, we also need to see what angles they're able to engage in. I love this one Liberator here. This is really allowing this push to get closer and closer here. The Liberator, there's nothing the tanks can do.
Yeah.
To stop this. The Marines try to get close, but with 4 siege tanks in range of protecting the ground under the Liberator. Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah,
good
that was
save.
a nice move from Kier. You have to deal with those Liberators. If you don't have Vikings, you can't make them yourself, so you have to be able to overrun them.
Oh,
nice pick off. That mobility of Kier really paying off right now.
Kier is now so big. He has so many expansions, and TY is moving with a pretty scary army. I mean, it's hard to deal with, but frankly, Kier just has so much of the map now. I can see Kier continuing to outpace TY.
TY, oh my god, this drop could be gigantic. Only a single missile turret. It actually takes down one of the medevacs before it really unloads.
Yeah. Now the drop's happening in the main. Meanwhile, we can see that TY's going to try to push into this one location, but already the two 6 o'clock bases are in the ownership of Cure now.
Medevac's mostly being picked off, so this drop won't last forever, but there is a lot of damage being done to his economy.
Oh
Look at
my
this.
God.
Another attack up here from Cure, going after this planetary now.
He has not managed to push over to that far left base either. I think we're almost to the end here. I think Cure is just crushing.
Yeah,
Wow,
he's
Cure
making
is
some
so
great moves
good in
here.
this game. It's crazy.
He's a very good StarCraft player.
This
Oh my
is-
God. Look at the amount of SCVs that have actually gone down this game for
Only
TY.
20 SCVs remaining here for TY.
And that's
that
most of
number-
them right there.
Yeah. I think we're going to see TY tap out in a moment here. We're going to have to go to game 2. Cure really investing in more mobility and strength in the long game. TY had some cool openings that gave him some cool windows to try to take advantage of the game, but Cure powered through this game and is coming out on top. And now it's TY with 2 SCVs. Did I say 2? I meant 0.